Hello everyone, I am Betsy Gold and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a Easter card with actually these stickers. These little peeps are melting my heart. So I'm going to use the Magic Fawn, Magic Iris, the Magic Iris by Fawn. And I'm not going to put it together with you right now. I already have it together because some of you guys have this at home and you know how to put it together, and I don't want to waste your time doing that. But I did put it together at the end of the video. So when the card is made, make sure that you hang out if you want to see how you can put this together. But we're just going to go ahead and just decorate this card up, and it's going to come together pretty quick. But I want to make sure that I get this in the closed position before I put it on the card. And I really like the white, so I'm going to just leave it like that, I think. All right, so for this one, I want to take and I'm going to put this down over the Magic Iris. And so this is the add-on for the Magic Iris. It is called the Magic Iris add-on. It's just one of them. I do have it linked down below. And I also cut this out too, and we'll do this in just a minute when we attach. So what you can do is first I want to color in the edges on this. And so I'm going to take some of my Catherine Puller ink, the Party Collection, and I am just going to do this in, I was thinking of like a yellow, but I think I'm going to do the It's a Girl. So we're going to do it in the pink. And I just have to get the edges. If you don't want there to be a line, you can just take, or if you want there to be a smooth line, you can just take some washi tape or some mint tape and line it up right there. Like so, just right up with the crease. And this will just give you a nice clean line when you run your ink over, and it won't bleed to the other side. So I'm just going to actually kind of pull that in like that so I can maneuver my card around. And what's so nice about the Catherine Puller ink is it gives a really nice coating pretty much right off the bat. So you'll get a really pretty pink. You do want to go ahead and be mindful that the ink does tend to go everywhere. So definitely want to pick up and clean off your spots. We just have to do the edges. All right, so that is done. And then from here, what I want to do is, once again, just want to wipe this down because it does create some inky mess, and you might not want that on the inside of your card. So think of it, since it is a dye ink, this is a silicone matte, pretty easy to wipe up. All right, so from here, I'm just going to take this, and I know that I'm going to want it to go about there. So I'm just going to take I was going to take my pencil, but I don't have to. I can just take the sticker that I'm going to use, which is Happy Easter to all my peeps. And I can just line it up right there. So I know that it's going to go roughly about here. Okay, and now from here we can go ahead and add on this Magic Iris, and I suppose that I probably should put this on here first, just so I can make sure that I line it up with the tab. So I am just going to use, I can use some of my Best Glue Ever for this step, and I like to use the glue if I have to maneuver it around. I know that it will not adhere and ruin, because I have to line this tab up. So I just want to make sure that the tab is lined up nicely to the top here. And then I want to go in, and I'm actually going to put this on. And what this is going to do is I'm going to put it on like so. Excuse me, I can figure it out. There we go. And it's going to create, I'm going to have to cut that little edge off. All right. Just going to take this and put my tab on. Like I said, that's why I like the liquid, is because I can maneuver it around. Like so. All right, and now I want to cut off that little extra piece right there. There we go. Now that is ready to go onto the card front. And I know that I can go ahead, it's going to close on the card front because of where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just open this up. And as you can see, when I opened it also, this little tabby portion was still sticking out. So if that bothers you, you can definitely go and just trim that down as well. And then these pieces can just be folded over. All right. And this is going to help me line up directly over. And I want to adhere this with glue here and then pop dots on the side, because I do want it to keep its dimension. And I'm going to decorate the front. So I'm just going to use this here. And then I'm going to take some foam tape or some pop dots, your choice, and just put them all over. And this will just allow the card to be a little bit more stable. That was a little bit too big. I'm going to get a smaller one. All right, so I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to take and just make sure that I line that up, and then pop that on like so. And then I'm going to close it. Just checking. Looks good. Now I'm going to put the stickers on, and so this card will be done in just a minute. So I'm going to do It's Easter Time Again up here, this cute little yellow. Really like that. And then, I'm even going to take this pin and just go around the outside of it just to make it pop, because it kind of blends in with the background. And I have people coming in, so that's why you can kind of hear stuff in the background, guys. Okay, and then I'm going to just do that. Okay, so that kind of pops, and then I want to take my cute little chicks, but I don't want to just stick them on here because that's boring. So I am going to actually turn them into little like little dimensional die cut pieces. So all you have to do is just take your powder pouch and tap off all of that sticky on the back. Okay, and now it's a die cut, right? So easy to do. And so now I'm going to take my pop dots once again, and I'm going to just add a pop dot to each of these backs. And so for this one, I'm going to put this little guy in the center, right down here like so. And then this one's going to go over here off to the side. Like so, and you can kind of, but do you see how there's a nice little shadow? That's so fun, right? Then we're gonna do this one right here. Just kind of up like that. And now we can take off this. Don't throw away your tape. You can reuse this mint tape. And now we have a cute little simple card. Took no time to put together whatsoever. Again, if you want to see how I did the magic iris, just keep watching the video. I did that at the end because a lot of people know how to do it, but for those of you that may not know, you can go ahead and catch that. Also, Lawn Fawn does a really great job. And then it opens up to Happy Easter to all my peeps. It's so cute. Okay, so let's fold this, and it's a little plain up here, so I'm gonna take some of these Dream Drops in Love Potion, which is the pink, and I'm just gonna pop a couple of these on. So I'm gonna do like 3 in the corner and then 2 down here. I got some hair there, so I gotta get that off. And I'm gonna call that card good. All right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I certainly hope that you consider doing so. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I have videos that are coming out. Also, if you want to get on my mailing list, my email list, to get a monthly newsletter type email, drop me a line at betz@betsgolden.com, and I'll get you on that list. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave them down below, and also feel free to share this video. All right, so if you have seen what you need to see and you know how to put the magic iris together, you can go ahead and just sign off now. Otherwise, stick around and I'm going to show you how I did that magic iris. Until next time, I'm Betz Golden. Happy crafting. All right, if you are joining me this far along in the video, it's because you want to see how I put together the magic iris for the card. I am using this regular magic iris set and then also an add-on set to make the card. So this set also came with a little tab, but for this card, I swapped it out, as you saw on the video, with this set, and this comes with this set. So we're just gonna focus on creating that magic iris right now, and you can see how it comes together. Lawn Fawn has a great video on this, so if you want to see it even better, go over there and check it out. It comes with this set, and you're going to need to cut three of these donuts, 3 of these hot dog looking dudes, 3 of these tabs, and 1 of these. Then what you're gonna do when you cut these 3 donuts is you're going to pull one out and you're going to put this in the center like so and run that through your die cut machine again. And what you will be left with is 2 regular donuts and then a donut that looks like this. And then let's go ahead and start to assemble this, and you can see how it comes together if you're not familiar with it already. Okay, so what you want to do is we're going to set these aside for now, as well as our tabs and our little fasteners. We're just going to focus right now on these little donuts. So what you want to do is you want to take and you just want to slip this in like so. So you're going to have the little tabby sticking up like that. And you're just going to go all around like that. And you're going to keep your X on the top like so. So you're just going to keep that up there like that. So the X is going to be on the top. All right, so you want to make sure that you really have the tabs pushed in nice and they're secure. So they're pushed all the way up to the end like that. And we want to make sure that before we move on to the next step, this is totally clear, this circle. We don't want it too far in or too far out. It needs to be pretty even with that circle. What you're going to do is you're going to take some glue dots in the minis, and you're actually going to place a glue dot on top of each of those little X's. And this always just takes me the longest, I think. So I don't have any glue dots that are minis. I have the smalls. So what I do is I just beat it up really small. And I just take and put that right there on that X. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with the next one. So you just want to be mindful that it pretty much just covers the X. You don't want it to go too far over. So just, you know, you can smoosh these up. It works. It's a little bit more tedious. So if you have the minis, go ahead and pull them out. But I've never done this with the minis other than when I was in the Lawn Fawn class. So this totally works. Just want to smash it up small as you can get it. So it pretty much is directly over that X. All right, now we're going to go ahead and adhere our second donut. And again, I want to make sure that I have everything lined up, not too far in, not too far out, but all of it is lined up. And I'm going to hold on to it with one hand. And I'm going to set down the next donut on top with the other. So I'm just making sure that I'm good to go right there. And it's all in. This is always the scariest part for me. All right. Okay, now from here, I'm going to turn it over and we're going to work with these pieces and our tabs. So we're going to take these 3 tabs and we're going to just take some tape runner. I'm sorry, my glider is just so big. And I'm just going to run the tape runner down right where those notches are. And I'm going to take my tab and just put it flush up right in the notches like so. And now we're going to turn this over. And So what we're going to do is we're actually going to get your adhesive all on your stabilizers, and then we're going to put the tab on first before we put that third ring on. So we're not going to be doing any hugging until the third ring. What you want to do is you want to take one of your stabilizers, doesn't matter which one, point it down towards you, and then it's going to create a perfect little V off to the right. So you're going to work on your right side, and we are going to attach that. So we just want to have a perfect little V created down here. And now we're going to take this top ring and we're going to gently hug the stabilizers over. And how they land is totally fine. I don't like to use glue because the glue will it could seep and it will cause your mechanism not to work. So I always use like a tape runner. Okay, now we're going to close it up. Now we know that it works because it opens and it closes. Now, if you're struggling with it and it doesn't work, go back through, check each of your little spots, make sure it's not too tight, and also make sure that there's no adhesive there in the corners, because sometimes that can happen and that will totally mess it up, even if it's just a little spot.